Build a Python agent. In this tutorial, we are going to build a Python agent that chains several MCP tools together until the job is done. Before now, we used a single prompt, one tool. Today, we are going to build an agent that does multi-step agent loop. So you can see that our MCP still works as expected. We have our server over streamable HTTP. We have our tools right here. We have our prompts and we have our resources. And again, if I go back to cursor, because this agent, this MCP is wired into cursor, you can see right here, we can give a prompt. So what is the weather in Bangalore? Because I have many friends in India. So what is the weather in Bangalore? And you can see that it's going to use a tool. But take note that it's going to use just a single tool. You can see right here exploring one search, one tool. And now we are going to change that. We are going to build our own agent. And now we are not going to be using cursor. And this agent is going to perform a multi-step agent loop. That is what we are going to do right now. So let's go ahead to continue. So first of all, let's look at the difference between what we already have and what we are going to do right now. Single prompt versus multi-step agent, right? So we have one prompt, one shot, prompt, what is the weather? It picks up a tool, gives you the answer. What is the weather in Lagos? One call, done. In this tutorial, we are going to have, instead of a prompt, we are going to have one goal. Do this activity and it's going to decide, or it's going to take a number of steps to do it. So we are going to give it a goal and it's going to pick up tool after tool until the work is done. E.g., weather plus list note plus schedule. The agent keeps going until the agent is done. Agent is the program that executes multiple tool steps towards one goal. It's not a single chat reply. Now we are going to isolate cursor, as I mentioned. In part 1 to 3, when we build our MCP, cursor was the host. Cursor had the MCP call and we have the tools. You typed in prompt, cursor choose the tools for you. So cursor in this case is the agent. But today, you are going to be the host. So when we talk about the agent, so the agent sits in the host. Take note of that. So in this case, we are going to have our own host. We are not going to use cursor. We are going to build a nodes agent that is going to make the MCP calls and going to use the tools. Same nodes MCP we are going to use. Now our Python runs multi-step loop. Isolating cursor, we turn it off for this build so the multi-step loop is visible in your own code. Now, where does LLM come into place? Right? This is very important to pay attention here. Only the agent sits in the middle, two separate conversations. So take note that the MCP has nothing to do with the LLM. Conversation A, agent to LLM. The agent sends schemas plus messages. LLM replies with call get weather, names, and art only. Conversation B, agent versus MCP. Agent to MCP to tools. Agent run call tools. MCP hits notes MCP. Real weather notes comes back here, although through OpenAI. So we are not going to be using cursor. Neither are we going to use models within cursor. We are going to be connecting using OpenAI API. So think about it this way. What do we need the LLM for? The LLM is there to help us make the choice of what tools to call. Gather all these tools from your MCP, the agent sends it to LLM. LLM tells it, okay, this is what you should do. That is basically it. Let's look at the one step. LLM suggests, agent executes, MCP returns the tools. Agent now tells the LLM the results. No LLM to MCP wire. So this is the key point. The LLM doesn't communicate with the MCP. OpenAI never sees your notes file or OpenMeteor API. The agent copies schema out, runs the tools itself, then pastes back the results into the chat. So the agent communicates with the LLM, the agent communicates with the tool, the agent sits in between the LLM and your MCP. Okay, so let's go ahead to decide to get started on exactly what we want to do. Now we are going to have the client. This is Python dials the streamable HTTP URL. OpenAI tool calling proposes the next tool. Execute, always call the tool and keep going until the result is completed. We are going to be getting our OpenAI key and we are going to use it in our .env. Okay, so let's go ahead to build. Okay, so this is the previous one, what we did before. This is our Notes MCP, just to show you it still works. So this is a server, I toggle it on and off and on. Here, get weather from wherever. I'm going to just put in here, this is a town in Nigeria and it gets the weather from there. And of course, I can just get all notes and I'm going to execute get all notes. Everything still works as expected. Okay, so I'm going to, so this we already did before. We connected to our MCP, we can get our tools and we can call our tools. Okay, so now we are not going to use cursor. Let's now build our agent. We are going to call it Notes Agent. So I'm going to come here, I'm going to just open one new bash terminal and I'm going to say mkdir notes agent. And now we should have a second one called Notes Agent, and we are going to install the dependencies MCP and OpenAI as well as .env. So I'm going to just cd into the notes, sorry, not Notes MCP, but the Notes Agent, and I'm going to just run the command right here. So I should actually do, okay, so I needed to do UV init first. And after that, so my Notes Agent is up as a project and I can just paste the other command to install our needed dependency. Now we need to add our OpenAI API key in our .env. So let's go to our .env, we don't have it. So I'm going to just create a new file called .env and I'm going to paste this. Let's now go out to OpenAI, So I'm going to go to platform.openai.com and this is my account. So you should have a ChatGPT account. I'm going to go to API keys and I will simply create a new secret key. I'm going to call it, let's just call it Alkademy. Okay, so default project, that is fine. I'm going to create a secret key and I'm going to just copy it. So I'm going to remove this key immediately after this tutorial, so don't think about going to pick it up because it will not be useful anymore. Okay, so I'm going to paste it here. Now the next thing we are going to do now is to build the agent. So let's see. So I'm going to just close this. So we are right here. So we are right here and I'm going to just create a new file and I'm going to call it agents.py. So this is our agents.py. I'm going to paste the code. Unfortunately, we don't have to type this code manually, but I promise you it will be easy to understand. And I also advise you, please also copy and paste the code from the repository. I'm going to just paste it right here. I'm going to explain it a little bit, but it's quite clear. So this is the goal. Right now, we don't have a chat interface. In subsequent tutorials, we are going to build a chat interface. For now, this is the goal. We are going to just specify this is what we want to achieve. And we are going to tell this agent, this is what we want to achieve. We are not going to write it here. We are simply going to execute it as part of this. And we have our MCP URL. You remember this MCP URL from part 3. And we have a tool text. So this converts the response from the tool to plain text that will be sent to the LLM. Because remember, LLM takes only text. So if we retrieve tools from the MCP, the agent gets tools from the MCP, it sends it to the LLM. Of course, I showed you the diagram before now. Okay, so here we now have to OpenAI, this is the tools being sent to the OpenAI as list of dictionaries. And this we are creating a list of dictionaries. We map MCP tool schemas into OpenAI function tool schemas. Unfortunately, OpenAI supports not resources, but just tools. Remember, we had a resource, which is the list of nodes, but in this case, we just have tools, and we are going to use our tools. So here we are going to say type is function, and we provide a function, the name, the description, and the parameters to the function. Okay, so these are the tools that are ready to be sent to OpenAI, okay? And there is a function that converts a result into a string. Okay, so let's just keep going. So this is actually where the agent does the work. So this is the brain proposes which tool to call, does not execute your MCP tool, it proposes which tool to call. So okay, so we have the context manager here with client MCP URL as MCP client. So everything is going to be within this block. Okay, we have our MCP client getting the tools, okay, and we are going to convert it to tools for OpenAI. I think I showed you this function before. And then we are going to create a message. And this is where we are going to now loop. So we created this 8 so that it doesn't loop indefinitely. Generally, it shouldn't loop indefinitely, but let's just put this here for now so that you understand the fact. So we have to get a response from OpenAI. From the LLM, we get a response, we pass it the messages and pass it the tools. And we get a response, we append it to messages. And then if not tool calls, if there's no more tools to call, we are going to return. Otherwise, we are going to just continue to loop and call tools. So if there are tool calls, we are going to continue to loop to call all the tools and continue to append the messages right here. And at the end, we are going to stop. But now what I want you to see is what is going to be printed out. So here we have print. We want to see the tools that is going to be called. We also want to see the message. So that is basically it. This is our agent. Before this is going to work, we should be sure that our MCP server is up and running, and of course it's up and running. And now we are going to test our agents. Now we are not going to use this ChatGPT cursor. We are going to simply go to the command line. I would like to move it here, and we are going to test our agent. I'm going to clear this. Okay, so to help in this demo, I'm going to add certain notes because this is going to be needed for it to make some meaningful decisions. So I'm going to add a note titled Deep Work with Body Ship Agent Video before 3 p.m. I'm going to just add it. And I'm also going to add another note. Okay, so that is added. I'm going to just add another one, and then we are good to go. While it's adding, I'm going to just come here and we already gone through this. We already built our agent, and we are going to now run our agent, right? So run our agent is going to run, and it's going to perform or achieve this goal that we have set here. So let's do the UV run. Let's just scroll down. So we have async run. Take note, we run it asynchronously now using async run. So I'm going to UV run Python agents.py. Step 1, you can see right here. Step 1, tools, get weather, get all notes. Step 2, so take notes. Yes, current weather in Lagos, it gets it. Your afternoon, it begins to plan our afternoon. And then notes for your attention, it gives us a final note and provides a final result. Okay, let's go to check if it achieved the goals. Yes, do not invent notes. Right, so 1, 2, 3, the 3 steps were completed. Step 1, step 2, and give a realistic 4 blocks schedule. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, so everything worked as expected. So what have we achieved? Let's just come back here so that we'll be on track in case of the next lesson. You build the host, the agent you wrote. Agent is the loop we wrote. LLM chooses the next tool. MCP wire to the server contains, that is where our tools are hosted, and tools hands-on notes MCP, which we already did. Cursor stays isolated, so you could see the agent, not hide it inside an IDE. Now, in the next tutorial, we might actually now build a simple UI interface instead of using cursor. So gradually, we can actually build our own cursor. Think about it. We can build a simple UI where we can actually put in any goal, and it's going to give us the response or plan our activities based on those goals without having to use cursor, but we might need to use our OpenAI API key. And the next tutorial, what is it going to be? I will like to hear from you. Please leave a comment what you may like me to cover in the next tutorial. I recommend RAG, ground this agent in your document. We have to possibly pull some documents using retrieval augmented generation. Or if you want, we can also build a simple UI where we can now, instead of using cursor, we simply use our simple UI to communicate with our agent. I would like to hear from you. If this video has been informative, please leave me a comment and also like this video and share it around. Remember, I'm Kindson from Alkademy, and we see you in the next part.